only done this like 100 times. So.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, Cougar fans? Welcome back to the Coug Connect podcast. Great to have you here. YouTube channel's growing like crazy. Over 600 new subscribers in the past month. Just got monetized, which is super cool. And it's all because we're bringing on the best college football players in the country. And tonight, again, we are joined by a great BYU football player, one I'm really excited to meet with and have you guys get to know more about, and that's Raider Damuni. Raider, how are you, man?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Dude, thanks for being on. So right out the gates, I'm going to ask you, how come you weren't able to get Logan and Spencer Fano to BYU? I saw you trying to recruit them a little on Twitter. What happened?
Man, that still hurts me. That still hurts me. I wish I was playing with them, but no. I know you guys remember that Logan was at BYU.
Oh yeah.
He was at BYU before, and we kind of like going to Timpview together, going to high school together. We played on the same AAU team when I first moved up to Utah, and so he's like a brother to me, and we kind of like this. Not we did it together, but we decided that we wanted to go to BYU out of high school. And then I came back from my mission, things changed, and then he's at Utah now. And so I'm gonna keep trying, but
yeah, you got to, right?
Gonna keep trying, but man, it's gonna be a hard task to get them back to BYU.
And they try to get you up there a little bit too, right? At least on Twitter, they were like, "Hey, dude,
check
it out."
Yeah, no, when Logan transferred to BYU or transferred to Utah, made that decision to go to Utah, he reached out to me to try to get me up there to Utah as well. And if you guys didn't know, like Utah was one of the schools that I was like heavily considering when I was in high school. So it was between BYU and Utah the whole time. And we just wanted to play together. Both of us, we played in high school together. We're like best friends, we're like brothers. So we wanted to continue playing together.
I think that's why the rivalry is so cool in a lot of ways too, is the fan bases are close, the university is close, but the players are close.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of guys who are friends with each other on different teams, and it makes it more important. You don't want to lose your friend, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised with how close the players actually are. Because you go on Twitter and stuff and you see the fans just bashing at each other. But like during the off season, so much of us are hanging out together.
You're training together,
do all those stuff, and it's cool. I think it's a unique rivalry in that way. I don't think it's like that in a lot of other places you go to. We
shot a promo here right after the season was over, and the guy who wanted the business owner, he wanted 2 Utah players, 2 BYU players. And so we had got those guys together, and people in our Discord were like, "Dude, you gotta look out! Like, look out! Like these guys are all friends." And honestly, they all got along great. They all made jokes. They all made fun of each other.
Yep.
Like they all have fun. Like they all coached each other up a little bit on some things. Like actually, it sounds better when you say this, because if you've ever filmed a promo, like sometimes it can get kind of long and repetitive, and it's good when you have like people who can get along and stuff. So it was great. The fans make it way more negative than it should be.
Yeah. So. Which is, it's still kind of healthy, I feel like, for the rivalry, because going into that game, man, there's nothing like that game. Like playing, this is going to be my 3rd year playing college football.
Right.
I've never experienced a game like that.
Dude, were you surprised how, because I was at the Texas game in Austin.
Yeah.
Were you surprised? Obviously, massive like spectacle, and you're like, okay, but the fans were there to watch football.
I already knew you were going to say that.
You know what I mean?
Like the environment there wasn't like
it wasn't like the rivalry.
Texas. Like, it honestly wasn't even like it wasn't loud at all. Like the student section wasn't even talking trash to us. And that's like the first where you go as a BYU football player, you go to Texas, you think that they're just going to be on you the whole time. But no. Like, it wasn't loud. It's a huge and beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that loud.
Pretty full. Like I don't know if it was sold out or not. It was close.
Yeah.
Because it was hard to get tickets to it as a fan.
There also was a lot of BYU fans there too.
There were.
Yeah.
And so but I was kind of like, oh man, before a game, I was like, this is going to be loud. And I was like, honestly, like Baylor might have been louder.
Yeah. And there was less people.
A lot less people. Yeah. So it's interesting. I don't know. But the Utah game, BYU game, it's like full tilt the whole game. Like there's no pauses in that one.
That one, you feel the energy the whole game. From once you walk out of the bus, you just know it's different.
Yeah. Yeah. What other game besides Utah do you think is one where you have kind of like felt either a big moment or pressure or just like a hyped environment?
Hyped environment. I would say I didn't have a huge role in this game. I was a freshman year. I was coming in. But when we played Arkansas that year, that stadium, I tell everybody, outside of like the Holy War, Arkansas was probably the loudest stadium we played in, and like the game in itself was so intense.
Yeah,
And so I would say that. And then also Arizona State, even
Oh
though
my gosh.
Arizona State, even though we packed that stadium, I feel like it was 50-50, but the environment there and then them rushing the field and
the
getting in
ending.
everybody's face, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why I love college football, man. Like, I mean, the NFL is cool. Like, I get it. And it's fun to watch, like, the most athletic humans on the planet go and play the most physical sport on the planet. But college football, like, the fans are there, and, like, it just means so much to them.
Yep.
Like, they rush the field. They do this. They'll break in and record your locker room talk. Like, whatever. Like, it just means so much to them, and I think it makes the sport the best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love college football.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to talk about, you consider Utah was one of those schools you considered out of high school. Let's talk about your recruitment a little bit, because you were very highly rated, and we were all as fans watching with like kind of anxiety, like, okay, is he coming to BYU? Is he going to go here? When did you get your first offer? And then like kind of talk us through your ultimate decision to come to BYU.
Yeah, my first offer was, I think it was the summer of my going into my freshman year. So I just had finished 8th grade, going into my freshman year of high school, committed on the spot. I just had moved from Hawaii at that time. So I grew up in Hawaii, and you just play the sport. You don't really understand the scholarships or like playing in college. Like that wasn't really something that I truly thought of at the time. And so when BYU offered me, I committed on the spot. Like I knew my dad played at BYU. I had family members, cousins play over here. And so that was somewhere that I could see myself being. And they had actually when I got offered, one of the players was in the facility when they offered me, because they brought me to the school, and he kind of talked to me, and he was like telling me how he loves it here at BYU. And that just really made me want to come to BYU. And then as that process went on, more recruiting interest started coming. I started getting more offers, and that's when I really started to like, oh wait, let me think this out. Let me give I took some visits to other schools, and it all led me back to BYU, even though I was close to going somewhere else. This is where I belong, and so it's been great.
And in high school, so I was talking to you before the podcast. Like when I was coaching ball, we played some of the same teams, and so I got to watch a lot of tape on you. And then you just turn on KSL on Friday nights, and you get to see Raider Damuni highlights in high school too. But you kind of did a little bit of everything. I want, correct me when I get this wrong, but I think you returned punts, you returned kicks, you obviously played safety, you played wide receiver, and then you were telling me for the podcast, which I didn't know, you also played corner.
Yep.
And so, I mean, almost all the major skill positions checked, and then special teams there as well. Do you think that kind of helped increase your stock as things went on? It's just like, look, this guy can kind of do everything.
Absolutely, because I think when I was in high school, if I had like a slow game, maybe on the defensive side of the field, there was always something that I had the opportunity to do. And so like, I remember against Brighton, I wasn't really like, nothing really was coming my way, but I was also our team's punter. And
I forgot that.
Yeah. I had this very dumb decision. I had the opportunity to pull whatever punt I wanted. We rugby styled every time. My coach gave me the green light if I was open. Totally wasn't open. And but it worked out in our favor. And so that was one of the things that I think separated me in some ways in high school, is the ability to play or just make a play at any position. And so it really helped me a lot through the high school process. And I think that's how I got more recruiting interest.
Right. So on that team, I guess those teams, because you played on several starting from an early age, who ended up playing with you at BYU that you played with at Timpview? So
starting from my freshman year, Logan Peely, Siale Esera, Jackson Cravens, Sonny Makasini, he's still one of my close friends. Sione Moa, another one of my really close friends. Man, I can't forget. I know there's a lot more. Pokai Haunga, There's a lot. Sorry if I didn't mention you, but
it's good. There's a ton.
There's a pipeline from Timpview to Provo. So I mean to BYU. So there's a lot of dudes that I played with.
And that goes back at least to the 90s, where we had guys at Timpview kind of going to BYU. Do you think the proximity has something to play with that, or do you think it's just Timpview kind of has always had a really high caliber football team? What do you think that?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think because you're winning football games at Timpview, you're gonna have the hometown school, the school in the same city that you go to school to, look at you and look at the players. And so, you know, when I was going to Timpview, everyone's BYU fans over there. You know, there's a couple Utah fans, but like mostly everybody's BYU fans. They want to go play at BYU. And I think it's just been kind of like a tradition. Like look at Harvey.
Yeah.
Coach Harvey Unga played over there. Coach Tuyaki, he's the one that recruited me out of high school. Coach Sitake. So there's a lot of Timpview guys at BYU and somewhere that we love playing.
Yeah. And hopefully, you know, there's a whole bunch more that come out of there and come to BYU.
It's kind of like my job to work on those guys. So
absolutely. You got to make up for Logan and Spencer, bro.
I know.
You really dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So you gotta pay us back now. No, that's cool, dude. Well, let's jump into like right now, because I was kind of thinking about this today. I don't think there's been another time in BYU where we've had as many talented safeties. I think there's legitimately 4 to 5 guys who could start and they would all play really, really well. And we're in, you know, we had Crew go to Purdue. We're in fall camp now, so his spot's open. Tanner Wall's like a seasoned vet. He's a baller, but there's all you guys are pushing him time too. Like, talk to us about that right now. And I assume you guys are all still close, even though because I talked to quarterbacks in here and they're all gunning for the spot, but they're like watching film together, helping each other out, coaching each other up, and still competing at a high level. So I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it is. Like we're all competing, but it's different. I feel like I've been in rooms before where you're competing and you can kind of feel like tension and people like not really like each other. But I can genuinely say like in our room, we all love each other. We're like, we're all brothers. And so we're competing and we're getting each other better each and every day. But at the same time, we love each other. We're cheering for each other's success, and we trust the system. We trust our coaches and that they're going to make the right decision. And the 2 best players are going to go out and play. And so it's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing that we have dudes. I bet you there's a lot of dudes in our room that can start right now.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all just pushing each other, and we love playing with each other. Every day in practice, we're going different sets. So we all get to play with each other and feel out how that is. And it's been good. I feel like something like this could maybe divide a room, but in my opinion, the competition has got us closer together.
That's exactly what they didn't use those exact words, but that's exactly how the quarterbacks had described it. And you know, everyone in the whole state, everyone in the whole West is like looking at that quarterback room, like who's going to be the guy? Who's going to be the guy? Chase and Tanner went and spoke at with some young men a few weeks ago, and they, you know, obviously speaking about hard work and missions and the gospel of Jesus Christ. And then at the end, they're like, does anyone have any questions? And kid raises his hand, you know, maybe a deacon or somebody, and he's like, yeah, who's going to be our starting quarterback? You know, like that's the focal point of Utah right now is like, who's going to start quarterback at BYU? And somehow it's brought them all closer together, which is amazing.
Yep.
And you think safety's the same way?
Safety, same way, man. Like if we have questions, like no one's going to hold back on anything. We're all going to help each other. And like, obviously we all want to be the dude. We all want to be the guy that starts. But I think that's the difference between college and high school is you understand that. You understand that there's only 2 guys that can play. And we've been in a system where we've kind of rotated a lot through the safeties. And sometimes it's like that's a little bit difficult to do because you feel you want to be out there the whole time, right?
Well, you get a feel for when your corner is going to pass people off in zones, or when a backer is going to, you know, let someone run free. And different guys are going to ride people longer or do things. And so it really, like, if you don't know, like, it really, the chemistry matters a lot.
It does
in the secondary. And so it is, it can be hard. But dude, I feel like Jay Hill did a really good job, because, you know, you had Tanner and Crew who are kind of your most experienced guys last year. You played them a lot, but dude, he was not shy at all in first quarter, second quarter. And it wasn't just like garbage, like anytime, even against Utah, even against, you know, these big games, he would put in Falatau, he would put in Raider, he would put in Tommy. Like, you look at those big plays Tommy made, it's like, wait a second, why is a freshman safety in the game when a ranked opponent's at home in the second quarter or whatever? It's like, Jay Hill trusts you guys or believes in you guys. I don't know. Talk to us about that.
No, I think that's something that I'm like extremely grateful for Coach Hill, because you can watch as much film as you want. You can work as hard as you can, get faster, get stronger. But the best way to be an effective football player is to have experience.
Yes.
And so knowing that Coach Hill had that trust in the younger guys in the room since we got to BYU, it's something I'm super grateful for, because it's gotten me ready to the point to where I'm ready to be that guy. You know, I'm ready to step up. And same with them. I know that experience, those reps, it's like there's nothing else that could have helped them more than them getting on the field and getting game time reps. And so when we get to those opportunities, it really shows the trust that Coach Hill has in his room.
Yeah.
And you just want to play the best you can for him because you know he trusts you. And so that's definitely the best thing that can happen for our room is the experience. And now that we all have experience, we all know what it's like to play on the field. We all know what it's like to play in front of 65,000, 70,000 people every week, and we're ready. And so we're excited.
And I feel like that film is just different than practice film.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might be going against the 2s or the 1s in the practice film. You just don't know. But it's like, this is a real game. Like, real OCs trying to embarrass you or expose you of this or that. And you're getting very valuable coaching and film from that, which it shows how forward-thinking Jay Hill is. Like, yeah, he wants to win in the moment. We had one of the best passing defenses in the country, but he's still making an effort to get his younger guys and invest in the future.
He's thinking long-term. Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
So you're a safety. Jay Hill is like the safety guy. What's that like, having your DC also be like a safeties guy? And the safety, really, if you don't know, they're kind of like the quarterback of the defense in a lot of ways, right? We're getting calls, making sure, because they can see everything, making sure everyone's aligned, everything's taken care of. And you got Jay Hill there helping you. Tell me what that's like.
It's high love, high expectation. And so, you know, we know Coach Hill loves us, and he holds us to such a high standard, especially our room. Like you said, you know, we have to communicate to everybody. We're basically in communication with pretty much everybody but the linemen. And so we're talking to the corners, we're talking to the linebackers, getting set, adjustments and everything. And so it's having Coach Hill as your coach makes you better. It makes you a better player because he holds you to a high standard. And if you're not going to be able to do that, then he's not going to play it. There's no BS. Like if you're not going to if you're not going to get things right and figure things out by a certain time, then he's just going to move on to the next guy, which is how it should be, you know?
Right.
And so it's great to play in that type of system because you know that the best player is going to be playing, but then at the same time, he loves us all, and we can all feel the love that he has for us. And so it's been great. It's been a blessing. It's been a true blessing to be able to play under Jay Hill, even though he was at Weber State when I was in high school, didn't recruit me. But
thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah. It's worked out a lot, and I've been blessed to play under him and him be my position coach, as well as our other coach, Coach Gavin Fowler.
Yeah, Gavin's a baller too.
Yep.
And I mean, we all forget Gavin's the one who held those kicks to beat Wisconsin.
Yep.
So we'll never forget you, Gavin. Okay, man. We appreciate you. You're a legend. Help us take down the Big Ten. So, no, that's cool, man. Okay, so this is your third year that we've talked about. You've played at Texas. You've played in the rivalry game. You've played on the biggest stages of college football, in some of the biggest moments of college football. What is your goal now? Like, you're primed now. I feel like you and Falatau and Tommy and a lot of these guys are kind of primed to take a big leap this year. Like, what are your kind of goals individually or by a room? Like, what are you guys focused on?
I think we're just, like, me personally, obviously I have individual goals. Like, I want to get more takeovers. I mean, more turnovers.
Yeah.
I want to get interceptions, more efficient in tackling, more dominant in that aspect of the game. And so I think personally we all have those goals, but we really just want to be a better defense as a whole from last year. I know we were coming out of the Big 12 as, you know, the number one defense in the Big 12 last year, and I believe it was 22 interceptions last year. We want more, and so we've had opportunities to get more. We missed some opportunities to get those, and so we know we're capable of doing that, and we know that we can come back and be an even better defense. And so I think just continuing to be the number one defense in the Big 12 and be better on third downs, especially that's one of the goals as a defense, you know, get out of drives. Because a lot of times, I think it was, what game? Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
We would get them to third down so many times, but we couldn't get them out. It would be like third and 2, third and 1, force them to third and longs. And so that's something that we're really focusing on as a defense as a whole.
Yeah.
And then, as a safety room, we just want to be the field generals. We want to master I feel like we've mastered the scheme, and so now it's just time to go out and execute.
Dude, so I watched some college football last year with Trey. We watched SMU versus Nevada down here in my basement, and dude, it was kind of wild because he's a true freshman and he is calling out, oh, when this tight end is opposite of trips, when he's at X, like he always runs a fade when he's on the boundary side of this. It's gonna be a fade here. It's a fade. He's like, oh, hey, when they do this is, and I can't remember all the things he was calling, but he's like, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I'm like, dude, how much film have you watched on SMU? He's like, oh, I watched a lot with Coach Hill. I watched a lot on my own. I'm like, we don't even play SMU for a second. And he was already like locked in on them and stuff. Like, talk about the preparation for the defensive side.
That's one of the most underrated things that I don't think people really understand is we have coaches, not just Coach Hill, but especially Coach Hill.
Yeah.
Who literally know our opponent's every move. And so like watching film with him has like changed my perspective of football, and like I've been able to learn so much from him, and little tendencies, little things that he can pick up on. It's crazy. Like Coach Hill can call out a play just by looking at
the formation,
like right there, but he has it like memorized in his head. But same with all the other coaches. Like the other coaches are geniuses as well. And so when you have coaches like that who are, like I mentioned before, who have high expectations for you.
Yeah.
Like it just becomes a part of who we are as a defense as well. Like we're holding each other accountable. We're watching film together. We're coming early in the morning every day. Like we during the season, whoever's serious about playing and wanting to be a better team, we're there in the mornings at like 7 a.m. watching film with Coach Hill. And that in itself just helps you to be prepared for the game. And so yeah, it's been great learning like true football from someone. I feel like when you're in high school and before that, you're just going out and making plays.
Yeah.
Like I watched film to see players individually. I didn't really watch to
learn tendencies
and things like that. And so yeah, it's been great.
And dude, even when I was coaching, right, when I was an OC in high school, it's like I will watch a ton of film, but my time with my guys is limited, right? They've got school and they've got all this stuff, and then what the high school allows us to spend with them. Like I might catch an afternoon with them watching film. That's it. So how much I'm able to impart to them is limited too. So it really is like, just go out and play ball, boys. Like, trust me, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful, to win, but just go make plays. And in college, it's like a whole nother beast.
It's funny too, because there's a lot of times in the games too, where we're like maybe in a certain assignment, certain call, and Coach Hill, you can hear Coach Hill just randomly tell like maybe a corner. He'll look at a corner, be like, "Hey, just blitz, just go," and the corner will blitz and then make a play. And so like, it's totally not his assignment, but like Coach Hill, he knows when to do it, when to not. And so I think that's what he wants from us as a defense, to be able to get to that point to where we can just make those decisions on our own. And so,
well, if you look over the years and you've played with some of these guys too, like Max Tooley would jump these little bubble routes in the flats, and he picked six that one in the bowl game, and I think he picked six or intercepted another one against Utah State.
Yeah, it was Utah State.
Maybe.
Yep.
And it's like, that's not his assignment. Like, that's not Malik would talk to me. Malik's like, dude, he's driving me crazy. He's like, because he leaves me. Now there's two guys, right? Like, he's leaving us high and dry. If he doesn't get that, we're in trouble and everything. But like, he knew. Like,
go make a play.
He sees the tendencies, and now he's free to go make a play. And that's pretty cool that Coach Hill, he's kind of the same way, or maybe he's sending you on a corner blitz or something on his own when he sees that
but
stuff.
he gives you that freedom, but if you're wrong, get ready to hear it, man. So that's why you got to know. You got to be confident.
You got to be confident. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude. All right, so AP poll, or coaches poll, pardon me. Coaches poll came out today, and we're in it. We're top 25. That's great. I think that's a compliment to you guys, a tribute to you guys and how well you played last year. Does that mean anything at all to you guys on the team?
I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
None of us aren't even really paying attention to the rankings and the preseason. You know how that goes.
Yep.
Like last year, I think what were we predicted second to last in the Big 12?
Yep.
And so, and Arizona was last. Arizona State was last, right? So none of that really matters to us. We're really just focusing on us and the best way that we can. Like if you just take care of your job, if you do what you're supposed to do, it'll all work out. And so that's what we're focused on right now. The coaches are big on us not really paying attention to that. Yeah. Especially the hype. I feel like it's easy to like have big heads right now after getting an 11-win season. And I don't think that's the vibe from our team right now.
No.
We're hungry and we're ready to go.
All the guys I've talked to, all the guys we've had in the studio, they've all said the same thing. Is like, we were this close to playing the Big 12 championship. We were this close to getting the playoffs, and we're not satisfied with being this close.
That hurts more. That hurts more than going 5-7.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's awesome, man. Okay, so some of our last little thoughts here. Young guys watching this, maybe young Timpview guy is watching this, or Salem Hills or Spanish Fork guys watching this. What would you tell him as a high school player to be a better safety, or maybe to be a better player in general?
Definitely the film aspect of the game. I feel like if you can learn how to watch film in high school, whether that be, spending time with your high school coaches or finding someone who can help you watch film and really break down the game, that's what's going to set you apart. Because it's so crazy going back to high school games, and you can just call out everything now. Like, it's crazy to me how I'm just like, how did I not know that? Like, I'm just over here playing free. I didn't even have any type of knowledge of the game or anything. And so I think that's something that can really set apart younger kids, especially if you're not the most genetically gifted. Say you're like a shorter dude, or you're not as fast, you're not as strong. If you can master the mental part of the game, that's something that I wish I could go back, because coming to BYU, that's something that I had to learn. Yeah. It's something that it took me a while to kind of learn the defense, especially the defense we play in. It's pretty confusing. And so,
well, it's funny because when I was coaching high school ball, when I first started, because I did it for like 13 years, everyone pretty much ran a cover 3 or a cover 4, and that was it. And then everyone started going to the cover 2, you rolling into a cover 4 with the roll coverages from the corners and stuff. And you were like, it's funny to see this over this decade evolve from like everyone runs a handful of coverages to now it's like, now they will read 2-1 with the receivers and they'll adapt their coverage like on the fly. Like, I feel like Utah high school football has adapted really quickly with those things. Now, that being said, it still is pretty easy to kind of go and do some things. I did some color commentary for Maple Mountain Springville last year with ESPN. And, they go like trips into the boundary and their best wide receivers all alone, backside. And I'm like, I think you're going to see a slant here to this. And what happened? And they're like, how you know this? I'm like, dude, how you not? Because it's just such a simple level. But like, I think the high school football here, man, it's gotten a lot better over the last little bit. And it seems like it continues to get better, especially at the top, those top teams.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm like going back to the question you asked.
Yeah.
100% would say that too. I remember there was a time in high school. So like they had Oregon State come to our school. Yeah. And the Oregon State DB coach had me on the whiteboard, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm done for." He told me he was telling me write up a bunch of stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. And so I feel like college coaches would be so impressed for a young dude like that to go up and just kill it on the whiteboard. Know what he's talking about when it comes to coverages, when it comes to assignments, where you're going to be, what are you thinking, seeing this formation, thinking pass run. So I think that's something that can definitely separate them, especially in Utah. And,
give a shout out to all those guys who train on the side, right? There's so many guys you can go get extra work with who will be happy to spend some of that time showing you that as well,
absolutely.
Right? We're blessed in Utah to have a lot of guys who do training on the side with that. So if you can't get it in your high school, go get it somewhere else like that. All right. Anything we should look forward to? Anything we should know? Anything the fans should be excited about before we go here?
Man, I think there's a lot to look forward to this upcoming season. We're working hard. We're playing hard. We're practicing hard every day. And I feel like good things are going to happen for us this year. Yeah. And on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I've remained optimistic the whole time. So don't prove me wrong, okay?
No, we're in good hands. I know people are a little bit nervous about the changes and things coming, but we're in good hands and we're really deep and we're excited for the season.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Cougar Nation.
Right. Be ready, be excited. And you know what? I think most of them are. Like, we've sold out. Do you see Rock Passes sold out today in less than an hour?
Yep. I saw that.
And the whole stadium sold out for the whole year. Like, it's going to be a fun year, man.
We're excited.
So, all right. Cougar fans. Oh, before we go, actually, I have a gift for you. There is some defense drinks right next to you on that table there. This is a collagen-based sports drink. It will help you avoid some soft tissue injuries and hopefully help you, defend those joints and last longer in the season. So you can grab one of those on your way out there. It's our gift to you for coming on. And dude, let's definitely get you back in another time.
Let me know whenever you guys. I'm a chill guy. If you guys need me to come on again, I'll come on.
Okay, after the first pick 6.
Yep, I got you.
We got to get you right back in here. Break it all down for us.
I got you.
Which we don't want to, talk about camp too much, but like it's already happened, right? We've already had a little preview for hopefully for what happens in the season.
Yep.
So
all the DBs doing good right now.
That's
getting
what
interceptions, and so the quarterbacks had a really good day today too, though. So,
good.
Yeah,
very good. So yeah, it's fun, man. It's exciting, and we'll get you back in there. And then, enjoy that gift. And then, Cougar fans, it's something like 70% of you watch these things and haven't subscribed yet. So make sure you hit that subscribe. And if you like this kind of thing and you want more of it, go to cougconnect.com and become an actual paying subscriber. Get in the Discord. There's Q&A with players. There's reports on all kinds of things there. I really think you guys enjoy it. But that's all we got. Thanks for tuning in, and go Cougs.